I think I went out. I think I went out pretty hard just because I wanted to try to catch him. But
photo bomb.
I like that shirt.
This one? Oh, thank you.
It's the best shirt I've seen.
So first of all, Nick, let's talk about the style of the headband for you today.
Well, that's Wizzo's thing. You know, all these high school boys wear the headband, and we wanted to look like a team. So
you definitely did. I wasn't sure about it. You know, I wasn't sure what I thought about the looks of Nick in the headband.
Yeah, if they're wearing the headband, I'll wear the headband.
Oh, good.
Coach Wizzo there.
And so Matt got out, so I don't know what happened at the end.
Well, I mean, I think this is the first race that Matt's finished in 3 years, so I just want to thank him for going all 800 meters. Right. I think he's going to be better for it for his rabbiting later this summer. But this was a fun event. I was just glad to be invited to run with my teammates for the first time like this was great, and also just to be a part of a world record. And even if I'm not on the team, to be a part of it's still really cool.
And you seem to make up a lot of ground there in that.
I went out hard.
Yeah.
I thought that maybe if they didn't push it hard, I could get up and maintain contact and then go for the ride for 2.5 laps and try to kick. I didn't get splits, but I obviously fatigued there towards the last lap, and I knew that I wasn't going to be in contention. And in the back of my mind, I was a little bit concerned about the K American record that we're going for next week in New York at the Armory.
Yeah, talk about that a little bit.
Well, I think that's the first race I committed to last fall. After Fifth Ave, David Monty and I were talking about really trying to go for an American record in the K. 2:17.86, I think it is. And so he set it up, got a lot of great talent there, and I'd like to go and win that race. I think whoever wins the race will probably have a new American record.
So Eric's in it, and who else is in it?
Tyler Mulder, I think Dwayne pulled out, I'm not sure. Whoever's there, I'll race him.
How was your training in Mexico? You feel good about it?
Training in Mexico was phenomenal, yeah. And then I went back to Eugene, and it was 25 and windy the other day, and I was running some twos and tweaked my knee a little bit, and actually couldn't warm up on it today. I did a 10-minute bike ride for my warm-up, but it feels great right now. I've been seeing a trainer and trying to get the issue solved, and I'm going to go down to Orlando tomorrow to treat it.
Brooks shoes? I don't know if that was, we could just look down there, but
yeah. Brooks everything.
I know. How's that going?
Great. It was a lot of change initially. I went down to Mexico and just had a chance to really try out all the products. Honestly, one of my biggest concerns was spikes, but I'm wearing the Eliminates now, and it's a phenomenal spike. I have absolutely no issues with it, and just the gear in general has been great. So, it's a lot of change. I still live in Eugene right now. I'm trying to sell my house, but see, Coach. It's just piece by piece. It's going to take the entire season really to make the whole transition.
So you got Milrose American record attempt. Then are you going to go to USA's and Worlds? What's after Milrose?
Right now I need to take it just one race at a time until I get this knee 100%. I'm definitely going to run Milrose, and if that goes well, then I'll fly out to Albuquerque and make a chance to make a run at making that world team.
A couple of the 800 guys here, I think New Jersey guys, one of them that's got the time, they weren't even sure how you qualify for Worlds, and they heard that you automatically are in without an indoor time. Can you get in with an outdoor time?
I have no idea. Yeah. I don't like indoors personally. I'm a West Coast kid. I never even ran an indoor race until I turned pro. I love this event. I love the Armory. I don't fully understand indoors. I think that pros should probably be going to warm weather. I think the Australia circuit could be made to be like a winter event where we could actually go outdoors and run fast times in nice weather. But as long as they're holding these events and people want to come and watch us run, I'll stay here, I'll run, I'll sign autographs for 2 hours. This is a great way to kind of continue to elevate the sport of track and field during the off-season.
Yeah, you seem quite popular over there. Do you find that as your profile keeps bigger and bigger, you got a big social media presence?
Absolutely.
Do you find more people recognize you?
Yeah, and it used to be when I first showed up, I might sign half a dozen autographs and go about my business. Now I'm probably signed a couple hundred, but it comes with the territory. I worked so hard to get to this point, both on and off the track, and I want to be here to thank the fans for coming out, and I want to put my money where my mouth is. I always say the pros need to be more involved. We need to do more. We can't just be guys that sit in a cabin and hide out, only to come and race and then disappear back into our hiding spot. So I try to stay out here and interact with the fans as much as I can. Try to do interviews. Try to rep my sponsors as best I can. So.
Now, speaking sponsors, Brooks is in Seattle. There's this thing called the Super Bowl.
What is this?
I don't know. It might be kind of big in Seattle.
Okay, first of all,
do you want to lie to the
I
people in Seattle and just say you watch the game? And
No,
for the
I want to say
and...
congrats to all my new neighbors in Seattle, and I'm very happy for everyone. You know, my football team, the joke is I don't really watch football. I don't really watch sports in general, to be honest.
Right. I can get that, but, you know, usually you're pretty media savvy, so you might just, I thought, oh, Seattle, man, the Rabbit. I've been out in the East. I was in New York.
I saw some replays. They played a hell of a game.
Yeah.
I think, in comparison to what I've seen before, right?
Right.
No, I like them. I like the stories. You know, I like Richard Sherman a lot.
I bet say maybe you could connect with Richard Sherman.
I can connect with Richard Sherman because, you know, everyone just put him on blast until they finally figured out his story, and then, you know, you realize that this is a kid who overcame so much to be a Super Bowl champion.
Right.
And I just really liked his story.
I think he gets the media thing, and some of it's a bit for that, and then it's also. It's a game. This is entertainment, right?
What did you say the rule is? Don't be boring?
Right.
Yeah, that's my motto when it comes to anything I do, whether it's running or off the track, the stuff with social media. Just don't be boring.
Well, speaking of football, Mary Keene yesterday, she said, I hope track gets more popular.
I was there for that. That was great.
What's football without running?
What's any of it without running?
True.
Yeah. It's true. Oh, I liked your quote of the day about, was it today, about using running as punishment in schools? How it's unforgivable?
Yeah.
It's unforgivable. Why would you, I mean, I remember thinking when I first started running, the captain of the cross-country team asked me to buy a shirt that they were making that said on the back, "Our sport is your sport's punishment." And I'm like, yes, that's right. Why are we doing this? This is a stupid idea. And I had the same reaction because I was a soccer player and we used to have to run laps for punishment. And fortunately it was a co-ed team, so I stuck around and kept running. But yeah, you know, it's wrong. It's wrong to punish kids with running. Running should be something that you look forward to and love. And it took me 15 years to realize that.
Yeah, it took me a long time to realize that running isn't painful. Even people out of shape, like, oh, it's painful to run. I'm like, just go slower. You know, just go slower at the beginning. Like, it doesn't. I think, you know, even now, I used to like dread being out of shape because I'm like, oh, it hurts to get back to run again.
There's still when you come back from injury or come back from time off, it's difficult.
But it's not.
Yeah.
It's still never as painful as I made it out to be when I was 8 years old. Look at that, people. Impressive.
Probably 4 or 5 hour marathon shape. I'm in a 32-minute 5K.
All right.
Faster than I can run it.
That's true.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, when's your 5K debut coming up?
You know what? That's funny. I'm actually toying with the idea of running one at Mount Sac this year because Brooks sponsors that meeting, and they've asked me to come and run something. It'd be coming down from altitude in the middle of my Flagstaff training, but I want to come down and jump in like a B-level college race and see if I can run under 15 or 14:30. What does that come to? What's 15? 70s?
70s is 14:35.
Okay, I'd like to try to run 70s as long as I could.
All right.
I think I could do it. I know I could do it for 2 miles.
All right, that'll be good to see.
Yeah.